Getting back from the I don't know. My lost his head.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Cole Anthony, and you are here watching NBA 2K TV.
Welcome to Season 3. The holidays are approaching, and NBA 2K22 is iced out with new events. Let's start aboard the Concha del Mar. At Fire and Ice, you'll start out on fire, but when you miss a shot, you'll be ice cold. There's also the latest event in the Specialty Appreciation Series. If you're a playmaker, your badge points can earn.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. At center, Nerlens Noel. At point guard, Alex Caruso. At small forward, R.J. Barrett. At the other forward position, Julius Randle. At the other guard position, number 11. The head coach for the visiting team, Tom Thibodeau. It's time to meet the starting five for your LA Clippers. At guard, 6'3", number 1, Reggie Jackson.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randle. Then it's MP. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Caruso in at the point. And for the Clippers, George in the front court, along with Leonard. Reggie Jackson out there at left center. And it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. MP deciding where to go with it. Over to the wing. Randle passes to Caruso. Clock at 6. And a deep three from MP. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles.
letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. Here's George over Randle, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Julius Randle picks one up.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%, and he seems to be getting better with age.
Jackson in the corner. Good on the triple.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Pass to Barrett. MP against Jackson. Down low. Will it go? And there's Randle on the assist by MP.
I wonder if Randle even felt that contact. So strong in the upper body.
Leonard on the wing. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Inside, Here's MP. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Bledsoe passes to George. Jackson looking it over. With the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Jackson. MP against Ibaka. And that one's good. Noel.
Did a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Clippers leading by 3. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Leonard. Over Randall. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Leonard against Randall. And stolen by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And Randall throws it down.
If you let Julius Randle get to the rim, this is what you can expect.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Reason why.
Substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Burks comes in for R.J. Barrett. MP's checked in for Quickly. And it's White in for Rose. George in the front court along with Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He scored 22 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. And he really dominated the game. He looked like he could do whatever he wanted. We'll see if he can repeat that kind of performance. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Back to Burks. George against MP. He kicks to Toppin. New York moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. The drive by MP. And it's all evened up. MP's got 10 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jackson against White. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Now the pass to Mann. From past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Mann's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Burks with the steal. Now, here's MP. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it to Toppin. Burks dishes to MP. 6 to shoot. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's George, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Here's MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And both free throws good for MP.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
And a close game so far through the first two. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York looking at who they've got. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's MP. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both. Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
George finds Bledsoe. Jackson in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 1. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. It'll be the 4th game in a 7-game road trip.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
Randall against Leonard. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
To the paint. Noel passes to Randall. MP outside. Floats it up for Randall. Score. By Jackson. And here's George for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And so New York calls timeout for first. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong.
Checking in for the Knicks.
And here are the Clippers now. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
MP against Kennard. Barrett trying to free himself up. MP's shot is good.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Bledsoe against Rose. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Zubac. Over MP. It's rebounded by New York. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. He dishes it to Randall. Stolen by Zubac. Bledsoe outside. And the shot is long.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bledsoe is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the 3 slot. Los Angeles leading by 5. Bledsoe looking around. Outside, Batum. 6 on the shot clock, and the call will be against Julius Randle. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Noel's checked in.
For the Knicks, Nerlens Noel.
It's Kennard, top of the key. No problems knocking that one down. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Here's MP, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Mann. And the layup is good. Mann's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
And the Clippers call time here. And Luke Kennard signing a 4-year deal at the end of 2020. Steve, this team feels he can be a big part of their future.
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised at the size of the contract, Kevin. But it shows how much the three-pointer is valued in the NBA. The Clippers saw he provides a much-needed aspect.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Leonard, he's checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Mann. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thanks, David. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Knicks. Bledsoe against Randall. Leonard looking over the floor. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 9. MP outside. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard with the ball. The 3 from George. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caruso, the pass to MP. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
At the line for the Knicks.
And both free throws good for MP. Clippers leading by 7. And George kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Leonard. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Jackson, that's good.
Fabulous night for Jackson. He's unconscious scoring the basketball. You see all the work he's put in, and it's paying off.
New York calls timeout. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
2 minutes remaining.
Now, here's MP.
2 minutes.
Misses off the left iron. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And that one drops for him.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Noel finds MP. And the 3-ball is good. MP's got 13 points in the second half.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Leonard, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Kawhi is a threat from anywhere. To him, the mid-range is a good scoring option.
MP, good.
Assistant.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Ibaka. On the wing, George. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Leonard. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
MP, no good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Barrett against George. That shot is off. And New York the other way now. MP outside. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The shot's good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And they go to the intentional foul. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your players, Ivica Zubac.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
An offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just the total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
He gets it in there.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. So they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
15 foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
Yes, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Here's the pass to Jackson. So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.